Hello there, and welcome to Functional Spirituality. I just have a short episode today where I want to bring up a question that I answered in a silent retreat. So I was asked a question and I got a lot of feedback after the retreat that the way that I answered it really surprised some people and of course resonated for some others as well. So the question that I received was, how much do you rely on your intuition to run your business? So that was something that was being asked of me. And I went on to answer more of a definition of what intuition meant. So intuition is a word that is used to describe many different things. It refers to a message or being led from your inner space, as opposed to receiving instruction or being led from outside of your inner space. And it can also refer to things that are non-rational and also, without words. But I think sometimes that can be confusing, and I don't always agree with the way that the word is being used, or rather that I don't always agree that it's a good thing to be led by the forces of our inner space. Again, only if it just doesn't line up with your values and your intentions. So I don't believe that the inner space is our feelings, our thoughts, our body wisdom, our formless being. I actually think that those are distinct and different layers of our inner space. Also in our inner space, it's all of our conditioning. Caught up in our body's wisdom is our trauma responses. All of our limiting conditioning, all of our dysregulation is our inner space. So when I definitely use a feeling of alignment and a sensitivity to my inner space and a communication with my inner space to lead my business and to lead my life and to lead the way that I, approach my health and my food and my healing and my spirituality. I also rely on and connect to the deep stillness that is inside of me. But that's to help bring a relaxation and a spaciousness to my inner space so that I can really see the different messages that are coming up and choose which wisdom feels most aligned, most relevant, most meaningful for me. So I don't think it's a good idea to just follow your gut feeling. Your gut feeling might say, I'm scared of something. And then rationally you think, well, that's something that I need to avoid for the rest of my life. Or your gut feeling says, I really need something. And then we take that for gospel. We need to understand that our inner space is a flux, a flow of emotions, mind, past, future, our environment meeting all of that in any one moment. So I don't think we should take our intuition and messages from the inner space as absolute claims or absolute instructions. I think that we need to balance out our minds and our cognitive abilities, our discernment, our frontal cortex, whatever you want to call it, the part of us that decides between bits of information and our thinking mind. I think we need to use that with our body's messages, with our body's wisdom, and just listen. Listen to those two conversations, and then we're starting to refine our sense of alignment. What feels right? What feels smooth? What feels like it could be easy? What feels like the next step? And what is more important than any of those things is to actually know where you're trying to go. Then you'll be able to feel what your next step is. You need to be able to project yourself into the future. This is what it's all about. You're talking about your path and your transformation when you're talking about being led by your intuition. Where are you actually trying to go? So all of that can come into more alignment. And that to me is what intuition is. It's about a harmony between my thinking mind, my future projections, my environment, and then all of these layers, so many complex layers. So intuition isn't about having a feeling and a message pop out of my body and then that be this fantastic, truest wisdom that sometimes I hear people talking about. Like the intuition is the highest kind of guidance. It's the universe, it's God, it's something else that's guiding you. I think that that is a little bit of a superficial understanding of the complex process that is at play when we're trying to take the best action and feel most aligned and produce the best results.